Hello my Scorpio friends, Guiding Halo here. Let's see what's coming in for you guys, June, money, finance, and career. I thought, well, why not do a second one for June? Because, you know, I read for so many people, maybe we'd get some different energy in this reading. Let's see what's coming in for my Scorpio friends, money, finance, and career. Knight of Wands, a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Passionate, adventurous, self-assured, restless. The Four of Swords. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Bottom of the deck, we have victory. Beautiful. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. Beautiful. So you're going to have a win here. There's some sort of need to, I feel like, focus your intentions on what it is you desire. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. Sorry about that. Sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. So there could be something going on with a Leo, but there's a need to tame the inner beast of fear. I want to say that I feel like someone's had something happen, or you've said something, or you've done something passionately, and it's going to take strength to handle the fallout, or someone's let their passions get a hold of them. More going on here than meets the eye. Could be dealing with Cancer, but this is about putting one foot in front of the other, not seeing the way forward perhaps. Not seeing much around you or the way to go, but trusting the divine in the movement forward. It's going to take great courage and strength to face it, to deal with it. Judgment. Wow. We have some major heavy hitters here coming for you in June. This major heavy hitting energy, I want to say, is about absolutely transforming your financial world. It's something that's happening that's going to transform your financial world. There's some sort of decision waiting for a judgment, possibly from a higher up or something, based on a job, a career. A sudden event comes in. Yeah, Two of Wands. You've come into your own. The sudden event, I believe, could be you getting the job or a promotion that you didn't even vie for. It's like all of a sudden it happens. Coming into your own, new contracts, new ideas, new business decisions, new adventures, deciding what it is you want, moving forward with great passion. That's beautiful. Page of Swords. So there's some challenging information that comes in another area or situation, and you may need to take some time to, I almost feel like it's review someone's motives. And I don't know that it's this challenging communication that comes in. It's like you have to look at the motives behind it. Why is it there? Four of Pentacles. Because someone is concerned about money and career and finances. They're holding on to money too tightly. The challenging information that comes in, it's like someone's wanting to squash your passionate new beginning. It's because they themselves have their own fears. They're holding on to money tightly, and they're like, well, how are you going to afford that? How are you going to do this? How are you going to bring that change about? How are you? It's like you telling somebody what you want and having this victory, and they're all like, yeah, but how are you going to do that? And you're like, I don't know, like I'm walking in faith with the divine, you know, like I need a vacation from everybody's dang opinions about money. Oh, there's the motives coming in loud and proud. Is there some sort of modicum of self-sabotage? Or someone trying to sabotage your happiness, I want to say. I'll tell you what, you're going to be very defensive about that happiness of yours, and so you should be. You have what it takes to defend what you've created. You have what it takes. You have the upper hand. You have the upper ground. Perhaps you're healing from some sort of mental, someone has an unhealthy belief set about money here. I think there's a need for healing that. There's fear surrounding money, and this fear of money creates a self-sabotaging energy, which creates the need to defend your fear of money and why you want to self-sabotage. But we don't want to do that. challenging information that's coming in, it comes in the form of thought. It also could be an ingenious idea that you want to do or you want to have a victory around and create, but you're sitting there in defense of to why it can't happen. There is a contract coming in for you, a decision. The Lovers is a decision between two different passions. It could be whether you're going to face a passion or a job or a situation with masculine or feminine energy. The decisions are endless. It doesn't mean you're deciding between two loves. It doesn't mean you're deciding between two jobs. It doesn't even mean you're deciding between two purposes, although it could. It could mean that you're deciding about how you want to handle this situation in a mental prowess or with an emotional balance or emotional basis. What's this situation calling for right now? And there's a decision. It's almost like this decision that you make about how to handle this situation sets you forward on a soul contract and a soul learning that is going to be absolutely victorious for you. Let's find out what's crowning the reading. What's the energy crowning this reading? We see it's bounded in soul contract. It's bounded in contracts coming in. You have the upper ground. If you feel like there's competition and you're in fear about it or mentally self-sabotaging yourself, maybe you don't feel like you have what it takes to build it or create it. You do. You absolutely do. You have the resources. The Hierophant. Wow. Long-term commitment. Someone could be waiting for some communication. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that's your energy, but also could be dealing with another water sign and needing to find balance here. The balance between emotion and mind as to how you head forward in whatever contract this is, because it's going to take you for the long haul. I tell you what. It's a spiritual, it's based on what you believe, it's your foundation, the things you learned growing up, it's about everything. It's about everything and who you are and moving forward. Waiting for the higher ups to come and grant the ability or the movement forward, which is bringing a victory. Someone may come in and from a higher division or a higher something to oversee it. And as soon as this person comes in, you're like, oh, wait a second, I don't know if I want to do this now. Because there could be some self-sabotaging energy about your belief set within yourself. Okay? All right. Angelic advice from my Scorpio friends. I bring you a message from a deceased loved one. I'm happy at peace. I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So if someone has passed, they want you to know that they're on the other side. They're there for you, all is well. That they're not, don't worry about the things that you said to each other or the promises you made or the commitments that were brought forth, all this sort of thing. They're happy, they're proud of you, they're doing well. Please don't worry about what happened down here as based as to them passing. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will now come about. Negativity will block your progress. See, this is the fear of not having what it takes. We don't want to block your progress. You're coming into a beautiful long-term connect, a long-term soul thing with your money, your finances, your career, with who you are, how you show up in the world. This is beautiful. Someone could be offered a government position because you use your intuition. We could have a light worker here or somebody that has incredible intuition, psychic energy. We have two perfect matches. I'm going to tell you what. We have the Hierophant and we have the High Priestess. Two highest energies of people or government situation or whatever. The two highest people with the say-so or the know-how coming together to create this movement forward. So whether it's an intuitive jumping in, working with the government, or it could be a higher up force in the spiritual world coming in to work with an intuitive. Take it as it resonates. Coming into new gifts, I tell you. Maybe someone's becoming, realizing their gifts as a seer, communicating with others on the other side, bringing, you know, a medium. Well, you have definitely the psychic insight. And whomever you're dealing with masculine or feminine form, there is a very good match here. Tell me about what you desire right now. Visualize it and it will come about. Taking control of your life. Something that you desire with a boss, a judge, a CEO. Perhaps you desire to be the boss. Or perhaps you're coming into a position where you're dealing with an older family member or a father figure, a somebody, a something. And you're trying to bring a soul agreement with this person that's going to help you realize what you were taught and how it's affecting your life moving forward. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Justice. Someone could be dealing with a legal situation for sure. Using your intuition, waiting for the higher ups to come in and make a decision that's fair and just. Tell me about Seven of Swords. Could be something that went on behind the scenes in a very long-term commitment. There's self-sabotage here in what you're committed to. It also could be lies behind the scenes as based on what you were offered in contract. And perhaps that needs to be brought out in court. Perhaps it can't be dealt with when you're dealing with the government in a circumstance where it's you against them. Like calling them and leaving messages and all this sort of stuff. Perhaps you need to get yourself a lawyer, or you need to get yourself into this legal scenario. Seven of Wands. You have the upper ground here. Oh, Seven of Wands. Clarifying the Seven of Wands. I want to say that you really feel like you have the upper ground, the upper hand. But I want to tell you they feel like they do too. So no wonder there's a battle of epic proportion going on here. You are going to be the victor. Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. It's almost like you're trailblazing something for others. Conflict, competition, conflict around a contract, possibly a contract that was broken. Two of Wands. Ooh, coming out of indecision. I don't usually have things in reverse, but there's some sort of, someone could be flying free from jail or breaking out of some sort of temporary prison they've been in. You could look at it as marriage as prison. You could look at a job as prison. You could look at as prison. You see what I'm saying? You could look at time of putting into community service as prison. Take it as it resonates, but you're finally being set free. You're being set free from your own mental undoing, judgment. Someone offering something and you're saying no. It could be that something comes back around, an opportunity you were offered previously comes back around, and perhaps you were all up in your head about it, but this time you are not. It shall be easy to make that decision. Strength card and the Moon card, it has something to do with something you want to celebrate, but there's some sort of toxicity going on. It's like putting in the work towards something almost makes you feel tied in a way that no longer serves you. But it's Father Saturn asking you to put in the work. You're not going to be able to pass through the circumstance until the work's done, until you fight for yourself, you see. Energy the divine wants you to keep in mind this month as you move forward, my Scorpio friends. Union. You have seen and unseen allies. Draw upon their strength. Join forces with friends and flourish. You may very well need someone to stand up for you if this is about marriage. You may need someone to stand up for you with your friends all there. If this is about court or whatever it is, you have to understand that there's people around that can help you move forward with this. Elegance. They want you to be gentle. It is found in the beauty of nature, the lotus waiting to bloom. Be the swan on the water and glide. Watch and wait for perfect timing. It's all going to come to fruition. Confidence. Have the confidence to watch and wait. Be bold. Rise up and stand tall. Feel that fire in your soul. Know that you've got what it takes. Bottom of the deck, it is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits yourself as well as others. I love you guys. Blessings to you.